Hey, I'm Aurelio, recruiter and founder of CV Labs, and your guide through the real side of job hunting. Every week, we break down one part of the hiring process, clearly, practically, and without all the noise. Are you ready to make your next move with confidence? Let's go. I've interviewed thousands of candidates over the past 15 years. Some walked in nervous but prepared and absolutely impressed the hiring team. Others were brilliant on paper but lost the opportunity because of the small mistakes, things they could have avoided with a little more insight. In this video, I want to share the preparation steps and inside recruiter tips that consistently separate the candidates who get offers from the ones who don't. First, understand the purpose of each interview stage. Most companies start with a short phone or video screen. And this isn't a full evaluation, it's a quick check of basics like communication style, motivation, and whether your experience matches the job description. Next comes the main interview, sometimes multiple rounds where hiring managers and team members assess skills, problem solving, and cultural fit. Knowing the goal of each stage helps you focus your preparation instead of trying to do everything at once. Preparation begins long before you walk into a room. When I review candidates, I can tell who has done their homework. Start with the company story, products, services, mission, and recent news. Then research the people you will meet. Check their LinkedIn for their roles and background so you can connect naturally. Even 10 minutes of research can give you conversation starters and show genuine interest. Next, study the job description like a blueprint. Highlight the key skills, tools, and responsibilities. For each one, think of a concrete example from your experience that proves you can deliver. As a recruiter, I look for specific evidence, not generic statements. When a candidate says, "I improved efficiency," I always ask how. And if you already have numbers or clear outcomes ready, you're miles ahead. One method I can recommend is the STAR technique. So that's situation, task, action, result. Describe the context, explain what needed to be done, outline what you did, and share the measurable outcome. For example, in my previous role, we faced a 3-month backlog. I was asked to streamline the process. I introduced a new tracking system, which cut the backlog by 40%. This structure keeps answers concise and memorable for interviewers. Let's talk about questions you should prepare. Most interviews include classics like, "Tell me about yourself," and "Why do you want this role?" But as a recruiter, I'm also listening for how you approach unexpected or behavioral questions. Practice out loud. Even if you can't predict every question, rehearsing your key stories trains you to stay calm and organized. Communication isn't just words, it's eye contact, it's posture, and pacing all create an impression before you even answer. I notice when candidates speak too quickly or avoid eye contact. It signals nervousness or lack of confidence. So slow down slightly, breathe, and use pauses. It makes you sound more thoughtful and gives the interviewer time to absorb your answers. Interviews are a two-way conversation, not an interrogation. Bring smart questions that show you're evaluating fit as well. For example, what does success look like in the first 6 months? Or how does this team measure performance? When candidates ask insightful questions, it tells me they're serious about finding the right match, not just any job. Handling difficult moments is part of the game. Maybe you don't know the answer to a technical question. Admit it honestly and explain how you find the solution. Or you're asked about a gap in your CV. Briefly give the reason and pivot to what you've learned or achieved during that time. From my side of the table, confidence and transparency are always better than trying to hide something. Finally, don't underestimate the power of a follow-up. Send a short thank you email within 24 hours. Mention something specific from the conversation and reaffirm your enthusiasm for the role. As a recruiter, I notice who follows up. It signals professionalism and keeps you fresh in the hiring manager's mind. Interviews can feel stressful, but they are really an opportunity to tell your story. With solid research, clear examples, and genuine curiosity, you give the hiring team every reason to say yes. I've seen these steps work thousands of times, and they can work for you too.